G'day today, welcome to the Scotty North channel. Today we are actually out at a car rental place and we're going to find out exactly how expensive it is to run a car. We know that's a liability, right? So what are the real costs? So I thought, well, let's go out and find a car like this one. So we're here today to test drive a McLaren, that's right. It's a bit low, as you can see. It's a sports car, also known as a supercar. And the doors, they don't really open the way a normal door does. They actually go up. It's not that heavy, but it's what it is. But anyhow, what's the real cost of owning one of these vehicles? Let's find out. Jump in. These things are expensive. You can buy probably the one you want's about $450,000, so it's pretty cheap. Now these things, insurance-wise, are about $6 grand if you're a car company. But if it's a personal car and you're driving a lot of Ks, you're going to be up somewhere around 10, 15, maybe 20 grand. It's all personal, depending on the Ks of the car and how old you are, of course. What do you get with a McLaren? Well, compared to other supercars, they actually bother with inside. You've got a bit of carbon fibre here. You've got a nice stereo system, which is pretty cool. You've got your paddles, which, let's face it, every supercar is going to have. It's just a bit more luxurious. Huge armrest. You could fit a can of Coke in that, I reckon. And of course the boot, well, it's full of engine. There we go. Good entry-level car. It's $450,000 roughly. This one's a bit cheap. It's actually for sale now. You can pick it up at $270 grand. Not bad, bargain. It is a V8, that's right. Now it does come with a couple of turbos, that is two, so it moves. We'll find that out in a minute, surely. I mean, legally, of course. But this McLaren feels very sports car-y. And the other thing is everyone looks at you like, you're some kind of weirdo because you have this car. Rear tyres, well, I know they're $900 a piece. That's for one tyre. Now the front one's probably a bit cheaper, but you're looking at about $2 grand a year just in two new tyres. So there's another $2 grand. What does it cost to run this thing? Well, the average litres per 100 kilometres is 14. Whatever. It's never going to be that. And let's see how fast it goes. Whoa! It's going to cost you a bit. What's your depreciate? It's going to depreciate as well. So when it depreciates, you're probably looking at 100 grand a year per supercar, roughly. So you can get your warranties for these sorts of vehicles and you buy them up front. There is a cost to that too, and that'll cover all your servicing, all your oil changes, all those little bits and pieces, just not tyres, but brake pads, anything that needs to be done. And then if you want to extend that warranty over and over again, then it's around about $6,000 a year per year you own it from brand new. If you buy one of these cars second-hand, well, good luck. You don't know where it's been, you don't know how it's been driven, and you're going to be up for a much bigger cost. So new is probably best, but let's be real, they're expensive. Rent one, own one, it's up to you, do what you want with your money, but at the end of the day, these things are expensive to purchase in the first place, and secondly, they are expensive to keep. And just keep in mind, most people who own a supercar probably only put 2,000 Ks on it a year, if that. So it's not like a car you go and put a whole lot of Ks on and you'd like your standard kind of Ford Ranger or something, you might do 20, 30,000 Ks a year. Nah, you do about 2,000 or 3,000 Ks on it. So you're not really actually driving it very much. So it's not like, yeah, off to work every day in my McLaren. Well, if you've got money to burn, that's fine, but it's not a car that you're gonna purchase to actually be your daily runner. This is a supercar, it costs money, it depreciates very quickly, and at the end of the day, I think you're better off just going to rent one if you want to go for a drive. Just like I am. Anyhow, hope the boss knows where we are. Actually, he doesn't know where we are, but I hope he doesn't find us. He said go and do a video on the real cost of cars. So here we are. Hey, Scott. This is a Lamborghini a Ventador, and as you can see, it's because it's got a vent and a door, and it's pretty cool. And oh, hang on a minute.
A vent in the door?
Yeah, it's got a vent in the door.
You know nothing about cars.
No, that's why it's called a vent in the door.
What
it's
are
a
you
vent in the
doing
door.
here?
We're just doing a video. We're working.
This looks to me like just an excuse to go and get photoed with some nice cars and maybe even try and drive some.
Whatever, as if it is.
You're not working.
No, this is working. You said do a car ad.
So tell me about this car.
It's got a vent and a door.
Yeah, right.
It goes very fast.
Right, how much it costs to run?
A lot.
How much is that tyre?
It's $900.
Brake pad?
That comes with the servicing, so I don't know.
Discs?
Expensive?
How long do they last?
About 6 months.
What's the miles per gallon?
11.
Yeah.
11.
You have no idea.
No, it actually does.
So,
It
do you
does 11.
Do you want to open the bonnet and show me the
Sure.
engine?
The bonnet's already open.
Oh, it's only because it's open.
Yeah,
you know that.
Yeah, it's over here. No,
you have no idea about
see that?
this.
That's an engine.
You don't know
It's got 6 cylinders. It's a 6-cylinder on each side.
How many days you been down here?
It's been a week now.
Right. Okay.
I'm not answering your phone calls.
It's a week off holidays. Can you just log that up for him?
A week off holidays.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get some videos out for the Scotty North channel. I mean, you know, we're out here working hard. Surely you've got some documents to sign?
I do have documents to sign. Yeah. It's a lot more work than what you're doing here.
Yeah, anyhow. I'll tell you what, I've got to go for a spin.
I bet you do.
And maybe you can go back to work.
I should have bought a napkin because you're going to need it for all the dribble that you're going to speak about this car. I'll see you back at the office.
See you, Scotty. Well, that was Scotty North. Weren't we so lucky to have Scott come in and actually be a part of our video today? We barely see him anymore. But anyhow, back to the car. Now, this is a $1.4 million car. And as you can see, it looks like it is too. This is an expensive car to buy. So if you've got $1.4 million and you're thinking of buying a Lamborghini, that's great, good on you. These tyres are brand new. Can we get a look at those? Brand new, and they look like they're old. Why is that? They're just slicks pretty much, but that's an expensive tyre. I know the McLaren is $900 a tyre. I'd hate to think what that is. Here we are at the front of the Lamborghini where the engine is. So if you're looking for storage and a bit of room to put your kids' stuff, probably not the right car. It's already a little bit packed in there. This is a naturally aspirated V12 engine, and it goes from 0 to 100 in 2.3 seconds, so it's pretty quick. It's got a big exhaust on the back of this thing too, and it shoots fire out the back. This is a pretty comfy car, and you're very snug in this thing. You are not going to fall out. Unless you roll it, of course, which I wouldn't advise to do. But beautiful car, lovely, convertible, roof's off. It's a good looking car, and I'm sure it's going to be fun, especially with that V12 in the back. Do these cars lose their value? Now, of course they do. If you buy them brand new for 1.4 million, it's going to devalue in time. But sometimes there's such a demand for these cars, they actually go up in value. So owning one can go either way or the other. But if you're looking at a car like this, it probably doesn't matter to you, but it should. Guy's taking me for a drive, and we'll see how this thing goes. Good first car, I think. Good first car. This thing is amazing. It sounds incredible. Yes, it does have flames coming out the back, and it sounds like it does, and it moves. We kept to the speed limit, nothing over 59 kilometers an hour. These things are expensive to run. The more you own one, the longer they are in your possession, they're going to cost you a bit of money to have. So you want to get rid of it before it gets too old. Now that might be 5 years, it might be 10 years, but at the end of the day, they're good fun cars, but they are expensive. It's certainly not your first car or your number one car. Or probably number 2 car. It's probably number 3. Let's be real. Comes out on the weekends, once a month, something like that, and you can have a bit of fun on it. But anyhow, that's what it costs to own a supercar. Definitely got some balls.